Ladies with gentle hands, welcome to tonight's Platinum Review live stream, episode 31. How are we doing? Welcome into the stream, Mark, and welcome in, Eli. Ronaldo the GOATs. I know. Am I late or are you late? That is the question. I really need to get rid of the squeak on this chair. Welcome in Bomb Shop. How's everybody doing? Of course, this is the stream every single week where I review your platinum trophy lists or Xbox or Steam or GameCube, anything. If you've got a list, I will review it. Welcome in, Abs. How's it going? I believe it may be your list tonight. I think. I'm not too sure. People will have to claim their accounts. Good evening, True. How is it going? James, welcome in, buddy. It is your lucky day today. I'll be re-reviewing your platinum trophy list with the 18 platinums that you've got, so stick around for that later on in the stream. How are we doing? Make sure to join the Discord. It is in the live chat and it is also in the description as well. We don't want the Elgato. Say hello to yourselves, everybody. You're looking extra fine tonight. I know you've got 120 platinums, James, but on episode 7, I think it was, the stream was about 7 months ago when we first reviewed your list. I went through however many you had. So if we go in the order, last time I looked at the trophy list, the last platinum you had in July was BMX Wild Run. So I'm going to be reviewing all of the platinums. I think there's like 12 or 18, however many, up to there, because we've already reviewed your list and I know you've wanted to have it done, and I just thought it's only a couple. All right, so we've got, first and foremost, we've got Commander Freckles. I'm just going to say Freckles, I think, right? Is it Commander Freckles? And we got a Trophy Huntress. Is this Abs in the chat? Abs91, is this your account? If so, do claim it. If not, and you're watching as the VOD, welcome. Right. It is you. Fantastic. I can ask all of the questions I want them, which is music to my ears. Welcome in, Darren. How's it going, dude? How is it going? Some good news, everybody, by the way, in terms of the Dragon Ball Z Platinum. I'm on track to get the Platinum in the next stream. I just need to get one trophy, which is complete the training. So on Friday stream, we're going to finish up the Platinum for Ultimate Senkaichi, and then I'll probably just move on to Raging Blast because it's still a Dragon Ball Z game as well. Make sure to drop a like on the stream as well. It really does help out the channel, and if you are new here, please do consider subscribing. Please don't make me beg. I'm only joking, I won't beg it. Righto. Before people ask about the kiddie games, they're for your daughter. It's all good, James. Make sure we are dropping that like. All right then. So we've got. I'm just gonna say Abs if that's all right. We've got Commander Freckles, but I'll just refer to this account as Abs if that is okay. Righto. So we've got a pretty high completion for the stats, but we will get into those a bit later because we want to look at these platinum trophies. We've got 242 to go through, which is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this, and. I just want to put my attention to the trophy cabinet, and I can see the game Hue is in there, and this is honestly, like, I've got a video on the channel of it, and I honestly think that the game deserves a platinum trophy. It's one of my favorite games that doesn't have a platinum. If you've never played the game Hue, definitely check it out. I'm pretty sure it's still free on PlayStation Plus. Anywho, start this list then. We've got 36 Fragments of Midnight. We've got a PS Vita and a PS4 version. I actually got stuck on this. It can be done quite quickly, but it took me quite some time to do. So I think the 3 out of 10 is fair, but it is a pretty common platinum now. Hugh's great. I know, right? I really wish there's another one, or I don't know who the developers are, but I'd love to play another game if they have any. So let me know. We've got a Castle Full of Cats. I don't think I've ever seen this platinum before, and it's got cats in the name, so I'm intrigued by this. It can be done in an hour. Do you know what? I may just open that one in a new tab. I may investigate that one myself. Welcome in, Brawler. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Not quite sure what that is. What Oh, it looks like a pretty chill game. Point and click puzzle adventure. Okay, interesting. May have to take a look at that. I've never played a point and click game before. I'm really good, thank you, Brawler. Really good. Just got back from football, so I'm in a good mood. How far am I down on the list? I think I'm about maybe 10 away from getting down to the bottom. So you've got 10 more episodes of this left, essentially, unless we get more people submitting their trophy lists. So of course, make sure you are joining the Discord. It's in the live chat. It's in the description as well. This series is powered by you, and if there are no more people, then there is no more Deathroff. So, you know, we'll keep it stepping. We've got A Way Out up next as well, which is a fantastic game if you've not played it. Super low percentage, super easy to do. Probably the most difficult part about A Way Out is finding somebody to play with. So if you do have a co-op partner, fantastic game to play. We've got Acceptance up next as well. This looks, going off that artwork, that looks really cool. I'm not too sure what that is. If I had to guess, I'd probably say it's like some kind of like walking sim or like indie kind of game. Some like kind of like Edith Finch that would make you think. Just going off the name Acceptance, you know, I can see a sad man, so maybe his partner's died potentially, and that's the haunting behind him. But we've got Adam Venture Origins up next as well. Quite a common platinum that, well, I say common, it's about 20%, so a good amount of players have it as well. But it's one that I'm seeing more frequently on lists as well. Acceptance was an indie easy platinum about grief. Okay, was it good? Did you enjoy it? Is A Way Out an ultra rare platinum? I'm not too sure what the percentages are, chat, but it's on PlayStation. I do the PlayStation percentages, by the way. None of this PSN plus rubbish. I'd say 3% is probably ultra rare. Somebody would have to double check the breakdown. Gameplay was crap, but good story. Oh, I see. You're a member of the Discord? Are you in the members area, Mark? Do I need to add you to the members area? Or are you already in there? Let me know, or let one of the moderators know, and we can get you added into the members only area of the Discord as well. You've only got like 30 platinum since I reviewed you last time. I was waiting until you get more to submit again. It's all good. I mean, if I literally run out of when I get to those 10, like let's say I get to the bottom of the list, I can then, you know, put out a post and say I'll re-review people. But as I'm doing with James's list, I'm not going through the whole list. I'm just going from where I left off in the last stream. So I'm just going through like however many, so it'd be like the next 30 you got, I would go through. So yeah, I guess I'll work it out when it comes to it. But obviously, this is your chance to tell a friend if they're into trophy hunting, or maybe try to convince them to get into trophy hunting. But we've got Alan Wake up next as well. This is another ultra rare platinum, 4 out of 10 in only 25 hours. I'm quite surprised by that, because it does need 2 playthroughs. You need to play it through on Nightmare as well, which obviously doesn't unlock until you finish the game to get all of the collectibles. Alan Wake has always interested me, but never enough to put myself through playing it and also going through the platinum. I think I'm more likely to play Alan Wake 2, weirdly enough. It's been compared to like Resident Evil as well, which I'm down for. I remember I played the very first Alan Wake on my computer, and like when I used to have a PC to do gaming on that, and even though it's like not the most demanding game, it like blue screened. I think it was more so the motherboard that was faulty, but I'm blaming Alan Wake for like blue screening my PC, and I was just like, yeah, I can't play the game, so move on. Welcome in, Bergrella. How is it going? Good evening. You gotta get to 100 first. You're 8 away. Ooh, to be fair, if it gets submitted, you'd probably get the 8 sort of by then, I would say. But yeah, it's all good. You'll get to 100 soon enough. Moving on though from Alan Wake, which is an absolute W. Are you considering going for Alan Wake 2? Maybe picking it up when it's a little bit cheaper. We've got Alice Madness Returns on the PlayStation 3, and this was done in March of 2024. So I can see that the PS3 has been dusted off and is still in the rotation, which is super cool to see. Hopefully we'll see some more games on PS3 as well. You had a pneumonia vaccine, so your arm hurts? Oh, damn. Hopefully, it only hurts now and it's fine tomorrow. Sorry that it hurts, though. That do be kind of sucky. But at least you won't get pneumonia. It's such a funny word to spell. I can't even say it now. Pneumonia. Like, it's like a silent P, isn't it? Do you know what? Languages are just very odd, aren't they? With like silent letters and how things are pronounced. That's probably the better way to, instead of going down the pneumonia rabbit hole. Alan Wake 2 is in the backlog. Okay. You need to be added to the members only section of the Discord. No worry, Mark. I got you, buddy. I got you. Give me 1 second, and we can get you into the into it. It always makes life easier when your name is the same as well. All right, sweet. You're into the members only area, Mark. So have a look, and you're now in there. Welcome. There's some top secret stuff in the members area of the Discord as well. Of course, if you aren't part of the Discord, it is in the live chat as well. If you do want to join and get your trophy list submitted, it does help out a ton. All right, this is also very fucking beautiful. Look at this. Oh, this is quality. So we've got Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed 2 on PS3 and 4, Assassin's Creed 3, Mirage, Odyssey, Origins, Revelations twice, Syndicate, Unity, and Valhalla. Oh wait, no, Mirage is there. I was going to say, is that all of the mainline games for Assassin's Creed? Black Flag is missing, right? I think. Right? Obviously, like the mainline games, I'm pretty sure that's all of them there, but let's take a look at these percentages. Obviously, Brotherhood's probably the hardest one, even harder on PlayStation 3 because there were some online trophies. Assassin's Creed 3 as well is pretty grindy, I'm sure. Assassin's Creed Mirage is super easy to get, so short, and is quite a low percentage if anybody's interested. What was your favourite Assassin's Creed, Abs, out of interest? Have you got a favourite? Or like a top, maybe 3? And Valhalla as well, yeah. I mean, Valhalla is probably going to be the biggest grind. Surprisingly, it's not the rarest. I picked this up, maybe about a month ago, so it's definitely an experience. I was actually watching CJ, another content creator, stream earlier, and he was playing, I think it was Rogue, I'm not quite sure. It had pirate ships on, or maybe it was Liberation, I'm not quite sure. But I know it's one of the Assassin's Creed that was like a side game that then got like remastered for PS4. It's so confusing, they made so many games, but it had pirate ships in. I think it's the one that maybe came out alongside Black Flag, maybe, not too sure. It looked quite good though. It was like snowy in places, and I've never played it, so I may be tempted to go into that one. Is it Rogue? Sweet. Welcome in, Stromo. How's it going, bro? How's it going, bro? Favorite Assassin's Creed is AC2 and Origins. That is a very, very good choice, Abs. I think Origins is my favourite modern Assassin's Creed game. Odyssey, quite close behind. Valhalla wasn't bad. Obviously, it's quite lengthy. But yeah, I think I'm in agreement there. Assassin's Creed 2 and Mirage, I'd say they're probably my top ones, like one of the old ones and one of the new ones. I do think Assassin's Creed 3 is a little bit slept on, though. I will be honest. Like, people complain about the long intro of Assassin's Creed 3. I don't really remember it being that bad when I was a kid playing it. I just absolutely loved it. I think at the time when I was playing it, it was actually snowy as well. And I think there were sections of the game at the start maybe that had snow. It was just, I don't know, it was a cozy kind of game. Hey girl, baby girl. All right. Out of interest, chat, has anybody been listening to Sexy Songs for You? Absolutely amazing album. Gets better with every single listen. Unity is your favorite? I mean, Unity was all right, to be fair. It wasn't bad. Like, people like really dramatize how bad it was. It wasn't bad at all. I quite enjoyed it. It was like, I don't know, I feel like I expected a little bit more from the co-op side of things. You never listen to music. Do you listen to podcasts a bit more, James? Hopefully Shadows will be good. I'm hoping Shadows is good. I really am. I'm very much on the fence. I know that it's been leaked early. There's like physical copies that are out in the wild. And of course, they probably will do a few more patches to make the game look a bit nicer. But obviously, what's been leaked apparently doesn't look too good. I've not seen it myself, though. But moving on, we've got Astrobot, and we've also got Astro's Playroom. I can see that Astrobot is at 0% for the 100%, so I can see you're almost there. I'm assuming it's not dropped yet, the DLC. I'm assuming some more stuff is coming out. Podcasts are talking about, yes, but not music. Oh, fair enough. To be fair, I used to listen to music a lot, but I've stopped. I've moved more over to like podcasts and long form videos. However, the new Drake album, with Party Next Door, whew, boy, I started listening to music again. It's good. But of course, if you are in the mood for a podcast, you should check out mine and Castromo's at Trophy Hoarders. I'm pretty sure you already listened to that though, but for any new people in the chat. Again, Really funny thing, Astro's Playroom has a lower percentage than Astrobot. I think somebody said that if you're paying for a game, you're more likely to get the platinum for it, which is also facts. But I just find it funny that there's a free game sitting there that's quicker, easier, and has a lower percentage. Um, it dropped new trophies, but only 2 levels are accessible. Ah, okay, I see. I really enjoyed my time with Astrobot, but I just dropped it after that. I don't really care for the DLC. But we've got Back to the Future, the game, which is this is actually a delisted game, a Telltale game. It is the one I'm thinking of, and it's actually on PS3, which is interesting. I did mine on PS4, and it's actually a bit rarer on PS4, I believe. I didn't really vibe with it. I think it's probably one of the worser, if that's a word, Telltale games, like up there with like Game of Thrones in terms of like it was just boring. Actually, no, it wasn't boring. I feel like it just required you a lot to do. Like you actually had to work for the platinum, and if you want to play a Telltale game, it's almost like a guaranteed easy platinum. So it's kind of frustrating they make you work for it. But oh, look at this! We've got Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and also Arkham Knight as well. Sorry, just blowing my mouse. What? There was something in it. Which one did you find the hardest out of the Batman games? Really cool to see. Obviously, Arkham Knight's the rarest there, but it's not the hardest apparently. I do want to get one Batman Platinum. I said I never would, but I think I might. And then we've got the Telltale series, season 1 and season 2. Again, this really surprised me. Wasn't expecting it to be good, and it was actually quite fun. Next up, we've got Ben 10 Omniverse 2. 5% as well. The Ben 10 games are really rare. Oh, this is a PS3 one as well, which is cool. Super rare are the Ben 10 games, but I've never actually had a chance to play them. I hear they're not the best, in fairness. Arkham City was the hardest, but Arkham Knight was your favourite. See, for me, I think Arkham City is actually my favourite. I've got like the best memories associated to like Arkham City. Like that's the one I can remember the most playing. All right, we've got Bendy and the Ink Machine. I ain't got a Scooby-Doo what that is, but look how rare it is. 0.50%, so GG's on that one. You got the double stack of Beyond Two Souls. Wow, that is extremely rare on PlayStation 4. I do have to question though, why is it 10 hours longer on PS4? Why is it longer? What's the reason for that? I do want to clean this up because I have started it and I feel like it could be bad, and I feel like that's why I may have stopped playing it. But on paper, I should have probably liked it. You just want to Platinum Arkham Knight. The Riddler trophies are a drag. Yeah, there's so many of those collectibles. It is quite off-putting. But if I've done Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I'm pretty sure I could probably do anything. Bendy's so good. It's an indie horror game, really good. It's like BioShock in the old Steamboat Willie design, really. Is it difficult? I don't think I'll go for the platinum, but I'm intrigued to like just see what it looks like. Interesting. All right. I love finding new games. Anyway, we've got BB and Tina. I almost said BBL. We've got BB and Tina, a new adventure. This is like almost like a meme game, isn't it? But it's like, is it kind of expensive? 2 trophies are tough. IMO a 4 or 5, not a 3 out of 10. Oh, what, for the Bendy game? Damn. Maybe you should like do you know how you can vote on the trophy difficulty on PlayStation trophies? Maybe you should do that, or like leave a comment on PSN profiles on the guide if there is one. There's 2 Bendy games. Oh, interesting. We've got Bigfoot's Journey up next. I didn't even know there was a Bigfoot game. It doesn't surprise me that there is, but I've never seen that before. And that was achieved in 10 minutes, and it's got quite a high percentage. We've got BioShock and BioShock Infinite. Sorry, chat, past my bedtime. Where's BioShock 2, out of interest? Any plans on getting that? I'm pretty sure from what I've seen, BioShock Infinite is the hardest one, right? Is it like the blue ribbon medals that you need to get? But hey, anywho, congrats on getting those. Hopefully you get BioShock 2 at some point. Franchise I could never really get into. I know it's meant to be really good, but it just isn't for me. It's a bit like Borderlands. Like when I was younger, BioShock was out, Borderlands were out, and I just looked at them and went, nah, nah, not really for me. And even as an adult, I've just not really been drawn into playing them. Like, I don't have that nostalgia. If anything, the nostalgia that I've got for them is almost like a bit negative, because I'm just like, it's not really my vibe. I haven't played Bioshock 2 yet. It's in the backlog. Okay. I think it's probably a similar difficulty to Bioshock 1, if I remember from seeing other people's lists correctly. We've got Black Mirror up next, not to be confused with the TV show. This is a point-and-click adventure, I believe, or a puzzle game of some sort, but super low percentage there. We've got Bloodwash up next, which took 1 hour to do, 30%, 2 hours, and 2 out of 10. Is this made? This is made by a Brazilian developer, I believe. If it's the developers that I'm thinking of, they've made quite a few horror games. Or is it publishers? Oh, I'm not too sure actually. Could be wrong on that one. I know that there's like a Puppet Combo. They are Brazilian. Okay, nice. Because yeah, I remember researching, and I almost played Bloodwash on the 24-hour stream, but I think I opted for Amanda the Adventurer. I think. But Bloodwash was on my list for another thing as well, but I just ended up not doing it because the percentage was a bit higher than I wanted it to be, especially on PlayStation profiles. It's a little bit lower on PSN. They've done a lot of games. The question is, are they good games? Is the question. But Bloodwash looks interesting, to say the least. We've got Bugsnax up next. Again, a game on my backlog to get through. Not too long to platinum as well, and under 10% as well, which is pretty cool. They're very good. Oh, awesome. We've got Bully as well. I've got no nostalgia to this game. I know a lot of people end up hating their time with it, going for the platinum, so I kind of feel a bit sorry for them. It's how I felt after doing Far Cry 3 Classic. I was just like, oh, fuck, man, I've ruined a memory. But never really played Bully growing up. Maybe like 10 minutes when I was at a friend's house, and then I just had to sit and watch him play it. Sharing obviously wasn't a key thing back then. But welcome in if you are just joining the stream. Every single Wednesday I go through my subscribers' platinum trophy lists. If you do want to be reviewed, make sure you're joining the Discord. !Discord in the chat, and it's also in the description as well. All right, we've got Burly Men at Sea, and then also Call of the Sea. I think both of these are pretty chill games, are they not? I know one's a puzzle game and then the other's just like a very sort of pretty looking game. So good job there. And as well, you know, super low percentage on Call of the Sea there. We've got Cat Quest 1 as well. A game that I really need to play. It's like, again, on my personal backlog, and I know there's 3 games now. I'm assuming that probably 2 and 3 are on your list as well. We've got Collateral Damage next. I think I've seen this game. I think I've seen this. It looks really goofy. Is it got a ginger cat that you play as? Oh no, not a ginger cat, a tuxedo cat. Or is it a ginger cat I saw? I saw one game, a cat game. It was on the PSN store, and it looked so goofy. And I watched some guy's review of it, and he was just like, "Do not try and get the platinum for this game." He's like, it's like almost like I Am Bread in like the stupidity of like the control mechanism. How did you get on with it, Abs? Did you enjoy it? I am a cat lover myself, so seeing a 5% there and a 2 out of 10. It's kind of tempting, but yeah, I just remember, I don't know if it was Collateral Damage or another cat game I saw on a PlayStation sale, but I saw it and I was like, and then the person playing it was like, just had a really bad time. But obviously that's like their experience. I think they like would glitch through a wall at some point as well. Call of the Sea is puzzles are not dumbass approved. So my dumb bum wouldn't be able to play it then, right? Collateral's Cat Lateral is fun, but a couple of grindy trophies. What do you have to grind in it? Catnip? Is that the currency in the game? Oh, I'm hilarious. All right, we've got Chess Ultra. Oh, look at this, 0.10%. Only takes 15 hours to do, but this strikes me as a game that you wouldn't just sit there for 15 hours to play. You would just come in, play a game, and then just leave. I don't know how long the average game of chess goes on for. I'm assuming it can be quite lengthy, can it not? But a skill that I need to refine. We got Chickens on the Road as well. Another quick and easy one there, pretty chill. Oh, look at this. Look at this. City Skylines, 0.10% and 150 hours. Jeez. You got to push 20,000 objects in the cat game. Okay, that is quite a lot. Is there not a way to like speed that up? Can you just like keep pushing the same object, or do you have to like reset? Or I mean, it's going to be long, isn't it? It's going to be long. Also, if you are signed into a YouTube account, don't forget to drop a like in 3, 2, 1. Let's get up to 15 likes. If you don't get up to 15 likes, then nothing. I'll just be extremely sad. City Skylines though, it's one of those games that like it looks really cool, but I just don't think I would have the brain capacity to get into it. Like I don't think I'm that smart to play it. But we've got Coffee Talk up next as well, which is again a game on my backlog as well. Oh look, we got Coffee Talk 2 as well. I brought a double pack actually, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I brought a double pack, and then literally like maybe a month afterwards, it went free on, I think it was Plus. I don't know if it was both of them, but at least one of them. Put 360 plus hours into City Skylines. Love City Builders. Better on PC. Yeah. Oh, what is the game that what's his name? Is it Civil Engineer? What does he play? Does he play City Skylines or does he play something else? But I watch a lot of his videos where he's like building cities, and then he'll like put in like catastrophic events like, I don't know, tornadoes every like 10 minutes. They're both on extra. Oh, okay, nice. There's a third Coffee Talk as well. Oh damn. I need to play it. It does seem like a pretty chilled out game, to be fair. Next up we've got Coffin Dodgers. 2 out of 10. It looks like a racing game. Maybe could be. Oh, it's a 2 out of 10, so it's not going to be difficult, or not too difficult at least. I've never heard of that one. We got Conan Exiles. Took you 1 week to do, so I'm assuming potentially that wasn't glitched. Unsure though. It actually takes so long for me to drink. Also, I think, have we smashed 15 likes? Have we smashed 15? God damn, are we close to smashing 15 likes? Let's get it to 20 then. Let's pump those numbers up, baby. We got Control, we got a double stack of it. A game that I need to go back and like actually complete and finish, and then maybe try the platinum if I enjoy it. For some reason I just dropped it, not too sure why. We got CSI Fatal Conspiracy. Awesome. Took you 2 days to do, and it's on PS3. I feel like this would just be such a funny game to go back and play in 2025 for some reason. We've got Cuphead. Oh, damn. Look at that. 8 out of 10 and under 3% as well. GG's on that. Very, very difficult one. A game that I won't be attempting anytime soon. But I can feel the frustration that you may have gone through. We got DC's Justice League, Cosmic Chaos. Not quite sure what this one is. Not too sure. Never heard of this game existing. It looks pretty chill though. 3% as well. You love Cuphead, should do the DLC. Oh yeah, look, you're 90%. Maybe there's something to work on. I feel like I've seen the DLC knocking about, but I have no idea on the difficulty of it. I'm assuming it's probably just as difficult. We've got Deadly Premonition, the director's cut. This is a game that has been creeping up. Obviously, you've done it in 2014. I feel like a lot of people have this historically as well. But on a lot of the lists recently, I've been seeing this game as well. It's a bit of like a classic, isn't it? It's got quite the cult following. 5%, and it's only a 3 out of 10 as well, which is quite surprising. I thought it might be a bit harder. We've got Deadpool as well on the PS4, which is only a 1%, which is quite surprising as well. I thought that would have been a little bit higher with all of the with a Deadpool hype, but happy it is because I am an owner of that as well. I've got a nice little Deadpool challenge on the video if you've not seen that. Attempting to complete the last mission without dying to pop the platinum. It was generally hell on the hardest difficulty, I might add. Deadly Premonition, cult classic. If you like Twin Peaks, you recommend. I've never actually seen Twin Peaks. That's a TV show, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. It sounds like I would like the TV show, so I'd probably also like the game, but I've just not had a chance to watch it. Got Deliver Us the Moon as well, sitting pretty at a 4%, 2 out of 10 in 8 hours. I need to get around to playing Deliver Us to Mars because I actually quite enjoyed Deliver Us the Moon. Obviously, it's a little bit grindy if you play it blind and then having to go back and do the collectibles, but I just had a collectible guide in the background while I was just playing it, and it was fine. It was blast, you could say. We do have Detroit Become Human up next, 1.5 for 50% as well, 3 out of 10. I really like this game. I know a lot of people give it stick, but I wouldn't die on the hill, but I definitely scream from the top of it and say it's a good game. I like that. And we need more from Quantic Dreams. I know they're on a Star Wars game at the minute, but we need more from them. We've got Dimcom as well. Quite a high percentage there, so assuming this is a chilled out one. Took you 34 minutes. We've got Dishonored 1, 2, and then Death of the Outsider. And again, I didn't realise that this Death of the Outsider game even existed. I saw it on another list recently as well. But GG's on having all of them. It seems that the Death of the Outsider may be like a little bit of DLC, like standalone story almost, as what's it, like Infamous First, is it First Light? Whatever the second like smaller game is. Assuming it's a little bit like that. But yeah, I can't really get on with the Dishonored games, if I'm being completely honest. I just didn't really vibe with them. I don't know why. I think, is it Arcane that make them? I just don't really like the studio that make the Dishonored games. Not really my vibe. Welcome in, Griff. Deadly Premonition is the only game where the main character sleeps under a sheet rather than on top of them like a maniac. Sleeping under the sheet sounds like that would be very cozy, not gonna lie. You wouldn't even need a duvet anymore. A duvet. You could just get under the sheet. It is kind of grim though, sleeping barebacking on the bed. We've got the Disney classic games, Aladdin and Lion King. 3%. I think you can like speed run these in a way, or to some extent at least. Never had a chance to play them though. I think it's on premium though. You love the Dishonored games. Are they making any more? Do you know? We got Donut County as well. Chat, if you've never played this game, go buy it. It's actually really fun. I brought it. I didn't really know what to expect. I've seen it like on a lot of platinum lists, and yeah, it was honestly a blast. I really enjoyed my time with it, and I hope you do as well. If you are just joining though, make sure you are joining the Discord. It is in the description and is floating in the live chat as well. If you want if you want your platinum list reviewed, then you need to join the Discord or submit via a YouTube comment, and then we can get it added on for a future week as well. We've got a couple of Dragon Age games up next. We've got Inquisition and Origins as well, which is awesome. Obviously quite grindy there. Got an 8 out of 10 and 100 hours, which is, yikes, it's quite a lot. I know that the newest Dragon Age is actually coming to PlayStation Plus in March as well, which is it a W? I don't really know if the game's good or not, the new one, but it's kind of, I don't want to say concerning, but didn't it come out on Halloween? So or was it Halloween? It's been out for like, a few months, like a good period of time where I'd still consider the new Dragon Age new. So it's it is a W that it's on, but then I don't know if it's a W if it's a good game or not. Dishonored is a 10 out of 10 stealth game. So it's really good for the stealth. Interesting. Yeah, there's so many different ways to play Dishonored, but I don't know. I just don't really vibe with it, to be honest. Veilguard is a super easy platinum. Are you pulling my leg there, Castroma? I feel like it's like 60 hours to do Veilguard, surely. It can't be easy. Gameplay good, story up in the air. Interesting. I don't really know too much about the Dragon Age lore. I know I know back in the day Dragon Age was quite loved, wasn't it, for like the story and stuff, and I know that the storylines probably annoyed people by the way they went. You're crying you paid for it. But Grella, didn't you platinum it like 4 times or something crazy like that? That was you, right? That's platinumed it multiple times. Single playthrough, 50 to 70 hours for the platinum. You did it in 31 hours. Damn. I don't know if I should play it or not. I do kind of have room for an RPG game in my many games that I'm juggling at the minute, so maybe I'll try playing that. Anyway, good job on the other Dragon Age games though. That is super cool. We've got Dreamfall chapters as well. Super low percentage. Not really too sure what that one is though, unfortunately. We've got Erica as well, another title that I've got my little eye on. Looks quite interesting. But good job there, 2%. Everybody go on to the Rapture, 3%. Nice job at sitting through that. I just couldn't sit through that walking simulator. I just generally couldn't. I'm sure it might be a really good game, but I just don't have the patience for it. You did it 3 times. It's fun, but the characters are very badly written. Ugh, it sucks when the characters or even like the story's like really, really badly written. It is very frustrating, especially like if the rest of the game is good. But we've got Evil Inside up next. Took you 50 more minutes to do. I guess the evil is inside there. Exit Slum 11 as well. Another took you 3 hours to do. Looks kind of scary. Is this made by the Brazilian studio? It looks like a game that they would make. Is this the same? Okay, it doesn't even have a have a developer there. Um, Seems interesting to say the least. No idea what it's about. 500 owners though, which is pretty interesting. It's like he's got a Dorito head, or it's obviously a bag, but it looks a bit like a Dorito. We've got Far Cry 3 Classic, Far Cry 4, 5, 6, Primal, and New Dawn as well. Awesome. I've done all of them, bar Primal and New Dawn. I need to actually go back to my PlayStation 3 version to do Far Cry 3 because I need to do the collectibles and the co-op stuff. But yeah, the classic edition kind of ruined it for me. Like back in the day, I really loved Far Cry. I'd say it's up there with like one of my favorite games ever. Probably speaking a lot from nostalgia, but playing it in I think it was 2024, the classic edition. It was so shit. So shit. I didn't really vibe with it. Like it showed its age quite badly. You want to try Velgard, but they butchered the law. Yeah, I was gonna say if you're really into the story, I'm pretty sure they've probably ruined that. So I don't know. Maybe you could play it, but just ignore the story and enjoy the gameplay. I don't know. I don't know if that works. Where's 6? Far Cry 6 is right here. Did I not say it? Apologies. Far Cry games are always weird. It's like you know what you're gonna get, and it's like they are actually just always good games, even though they're like just Ubisoft. It's the same with Assassin's Creed. Like they do boil down, like they are repetitive, they are the same thing, but you are at least guaranteed a decent game. Oh my word, I never thought I would see this. Firefighting Simulator, The Squad. If you listen to the Trophy Hoarders podcast, this is actually the game that we had to play last week as part of the video game book club for PlayStation Plus. I don't know if you listen or watch the podcast, Abs, but looking at those timelines, you may have seen it on the podcast and played it yourself. Not too sure if you've listened and played along with us or not. If you have, that's awesome that you got the platinum. 10% of owners, 0.10%. It's a 2 out of 10, but it is 100 hours. That is honestly crazy. I can't believe you've sat through the platinum on that. Obviously, myself, Castromo, and also John Callum tried it out, and we all pretty much said the same thing. We just couldn't get on with it at all. So I'm hoping you enjoyed it. Maybe you're a firefighter in real life, so you you enjoyed doing it, but we couldn't seem to vibe with it. You hate all the Far Cry DLC. I've never played any Far Cry DLC, if I'm being honest. It looked interesting back in the day, but never played it. You love old BioWare games. What's DA? Oh, Dragon Age, I'm assuming. And Mass Effect being your fave. Yeah, Mass Effect was pretty goated. I do like that. You're a sucker for a Far Cry. I mean, people, like, obviously, Ubisoft gets hate, and I mean, like, a lot of it is rightfully so. But they make good games, don't they? You don't know the podcast, but you'll give it a go. Damn. Yeah, it's Trophy Hoarders on YouTube and also Spotify. I can see Castromo in here. Maybe you can drop a link so it's easier for you to click. But yeah, we talk about gaming. We get other YouTubers on as well that you may see in the community, which is a super fun time. Anywho, we've got Game of Thrones up next, the Telltale game. I was actually looking at the PS3 game that's not the Telltale one. Kind of interesting. I didn't get it, but that is another letdown when it comes to Telltale. Unfortunately, we've got a double stack of Ghost of Tsushima. Good game, platinum, not so good. Just very boring for the platinum and obviously quite long. In terms of like the story though, I enjoyed the story. I thought it was good. Firefighting was chill. You chill to a lot of simulator games, right? See, I've not played many simulator games, but I don't know. When I opened up Firefighting Sim, I was soft locked in the introduction training area. Like I was stuck in the vehicle. It was like blocked. It was driving into another car, so I couldn't even start the tutorial. Yeah, I just didn't really vibe with it. Oh, look, the Trophy Hoarders account is in here. Hello, Trophy Hoarders. Everybody go and subscribe to Trophy Hoarders. That's our little baby. That's the podcast. I wonder who signed in. It's certainly not me. And Chris is in the chat as well. Somebody might have hacked the Trophy Hoarders account. We got Ghostbusters, the video game remastered up next. 1%, awesome. I wonder how that plays as well. Goat Simulator, if we're talking about simulator games, this is surely the best one, right? Goat Sim. Really great game, really enjoyed it. I do low-key want to play the remaster of it, but don't want to do Flappy Goats again. We got Goosebumps, the game as well. A lot of people don't vibe with this one, find it quite annoying to do. Power Wash Sim is the best, might have to do Firefighting Sim. Do House Flipper if you like Power Wash Sim. If you like, that was a really fun game I found. Goat Sim DLC sucked. Were they like really difficult to do? I can imagine it would probably be quite brutal. You 100%ed it as well, which is pretty cool. Hey Flash, welcome in, dude. Happy Wednesday. How's it going, broski? We got Gotham Knights as well up next. You're going to hate me for this, but I enjoyed Gotham Knights. A little bit grindy, don't get me wrong, especially for the platinum, but it's not as bad as people made it out to be. And if you really cared about the 30 FPS, I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. Flappy Goat isn't on the remaster, so you're told. Ooh, interesting. Welcome in, Luke, by the way. Hope you're having a good day, broski. Recovering from that Chelsea loss last night. Goat Sim DLCs were always grindy. I know there is DLC. Is it like the zombie stuff? Like, or are they separate games? Yeah, I really liked House Flipper. Good little game. Welcome in the Razza. Gotham Knights 100% is incredible. Hey, we've got a Gotham Knights liker as well. Awesome. You didn't hate Gotham Knights, not as bad as Suicide Squad? Yeah, I think Suicide Squad is definitely a lot worse, like 100%. At least with Gotham Knights, like, you actually got a decent story, I would say, somewhat. And like the multiplayer aspect took a bit more of a backseat. Maybe if Suicide Squad took that approach instead of full sending the multiplayer, it would have been better. Unsure though. Gotham Knights was okay to platinum, kind of made it besides that was okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the platinum was like maybe about 10 hours too long, but I thought in terms of like normal gameplay and things like that, it wasn't bad at all. I think if you had friends to play it with, I did it solo, I think if you had friends it would have made like that post-game grind for the plat a lot easier. But remember, right, not everybody, we are the minority here that get platinum trophies, right? 1% that get the Gotham Knights one in particular. Like, when a lot of people play games, chat, they don't even think about trophies, they just enjoy it for the love of the game. So things are getting a whole lot darker. What do you mean they're getting darker, Flash? Is the Deathroff lore getting dark? What's going on? Is my light getting dark? Gotham Knights DLC was like online multiplayer arenas. Yes, I did jump into a few to see what it was, and I just didn't bother doing it, so I left it. It's so depressing this season. Sooner the punishment over the better. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. It's really weird because watching the bit of the Southampton Chelsea game last night. Who's your number 7? I think it's the number 7. Like the guy that literally will just run through a team. Like he's really good. I think he plays centre mid. Is it like Aribo or something? I could be wrong. He's like really good, and he like had a really good run down the left. And then there were just no Southampton players that have come up to support him. And then like they eventually get up the pitch, and then I think you win a corner, and then Chelsea just counter. But it was like there was so many times where Southampton had nobody up front, then they would all transition to go up front, and then the defence somehow was always left short. Like I have no idea what the manager's tactics are. It's like really weird. Like if you're gonna commit, then commit altogether, not like 30 seconds after when the ball's about to be lost. You went to the game Saturday, 0 passion or pride. Oh man, that sucks. Because I always think Southampton as being a Premiership team as well. But it looks like you're going to be living life in the Championship for some time longer. Just life situations. I'm sorry to hear that, Flash. I hope you're doing well, dude. And if you need to let it out in the chat or wherever, just you're welcome to do so. It's a happy community here, and I'm sure we will listen if you want and maybe help out. But I hope you're doing well, dude. Besides that. Aribo, he's been playing out of position. He's been playing him centre back and he's a centre mid. Oh, well. Okay, fair enough. That's really weird. But yeah, in centre mid, he's really good. Anywho, enough about the football. Sorry about that, chat. Going on to the Platinum Trophy lists. We've got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas up next as well. Super low percentage there as well, which is awesome to see. And it's only 20 hours. Oh, that's interesting. Thought to be a lot longer being a GTA game. But that's pretty cool. We've got Grimoire Organizer. Awesome. Like that one. We've got Hakkasan as well. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I'm assuming part 1 and part 2. Interesting, they split the game up into 2. No idea. I've never ever seen a Harry Potter actual video bar the Lego one. No idea what the game looks like. I remember having a Harry Potter game on my Nintendo DS, I believe. I think it was my DS. And some kid like played around my house and then he stole my Nintendo DS cartridge of a Harry Potter game that I had. I'm pretty sure it was a Nintendo cartridge. And it's one of those things where it's like, you could never accuse somebody of stealing something because it's so small, like it could have got lost. But like, do you just know when somebody steals something? The fucker stole it. No idea why though, because they were pretty like rich as well. So really weird. Anywho, enough of the childhood trauma of me losing my Harry Potter game. OG San Andreas. I need to play the OG Grand Theft Autos. I've only really played 3. That's the one I remember. Getting like a Banshee car, I think it was, and like the firefighting missions. They have a Harry Potter game for each movie. I'm sure somebody on YouTube has done like the entire collection, right? Like I got every single Harry Potter platinum, right, or trophy, surely. Hoping they re-release the OG Harry Potter PS1 game with trophy support. Oh, that would be cool, Raza. I hope they do. Like they're pretty good at like patching in trophy support for games as well, and obviously like re-releasing classics. So maybe it would be cool. The Harry Potter games are bad. Oh damn. Pretty sure you played one of them on PS3 and it was good, but that was before trophy hunting. PS1 Harry Potter was the best. I wonder what one I played on Nintendo DS. I think it was DS. Or maybe it was PSP. I'm not too sure. I had a Harry Potter game and I really liked it. And I was like, not stuck, but I was like at a good bit of the game. And just could never play it again. Trauma. San Andreas was the game for you when you was young. And you got one game a year until the next Xmas or Christmas or birthday. Ah, really? That's a nice little bit of nostalgia there. Glad you managed to go back and get the platinum for it. PS1 Hagrid, anyone? PS1 Hagrid looks lit. Harry Potter Quidditch up next. Never played this one. Oh, super low percentage. Maybe I should. All I know is that it's really grindy, but it's an easy platinum. Heavy Rain as well. Let's fucking go. Damn. PS3 and PS4, absolute banger game. Can I get a Jason in the chat? Jason, Jason. I don't know what the dad's name is, but I've literally, I could sit in a booth and record the voice acting lines for the dad, and you would never tell the difference. If they ever do a PS5 remake, get me in the booth. Ethan, that's the one. Game Boy Color had 2 great Harry Potter games. They were turn-based RPGs. Really, Griff? That sounds fucking lit. Harry Potter RPGs, damn. Jason. What an intro to a game, eh? What an intro. I honestly, like, it's weird to think, but obviously playing that game when I was younger, I thought, what happens if this happened to me? Like, imagine I have a wife and lucky enough to have children, and then just one of the kids gets yeeted. So your marriage breaks up. Like, how unlucky can a man be? You love Quantic Dreams? Yeah, I really like them as well. Indigo, is that also known as Fahrenheit? Is that the game that's got 2 names? Because I own Fahrenheit, I believe. Not played it yet. I've been meaning to, actually. Heavy Rain is phenomenal. It's a really good game. Like, really good. I'm hoping the Star Wars game that Quantic Dreams are cooking up is good. I would happily welcome just fucking anything from them because it's so good. Their games are so good, sorry. Yeah, Fahrenheit in the backlog again, yeah. I need to sort out the backlog. I just keep buying games. I'm like a magpie. I just see something. I'm like, oh, shiny. Let me buy this and play it. Anywho, we've got Hidden Cats in Paris and we've got Hidden Cats in the Spooky Town as well. Cat games, as we can see, Abs does love the cat games, which I'm completely behind. So let's fucking go. We've got Hitman 3 as well. Awesome. 1% there, which is nice to see. Super low. We got Hitman Go as well. Awesome. I brought this game, thought I could play it on the PS5, and I can't. I need to drag out the PS4 or get a Vita to play it, which I've been kind of toying with getting a Vita. I don't know if I'd get the use out of it. I don't know. It's one of the things that I'd like to have in life, but do you know what? Do you know when like you want something and you can like quite easily afford it, but you don't want to spend your own money? Like I think a Vita would be like the perfect gift for me for like Christmas or a birthday, because it's one of those things where it's like I wouldn't want to buy it myself, but I still want it. It's one of those. I don't know if anybody in chat knows the feeling I'm on about, and if you've got any things like items like that as well. We've got Hitman Absolution on PS3 as well, 1%, 1.3% there, awesome. Hogwarts Legacies as well at 2%. I saw a guy on TikTok earlier talking about this. He's like, oh, I'm going back to do the Platinum. And he's like, I have to sit through the first 2 hours of gameplay with each of the houses 4 times, or well, 3 times, because he's already done 1. And I thought, I completely forgot about that. Like, that was generally 4 of the worst trophies in a game as well. Let alone the collectibles for Hogwarts Legacy. Like such a bag that was fumbled. I think the developers that made it are like good developers. Like they made a fantastic world, but like the storytelling was just fucking dog wank. You got the same issue with the PS Portal. Easily afford it, but is it worth the amount you'd get to use it? It completely depends. Like I thought the same, and I brought it, and I found myself using it a fair amount. It's really handy if I want to like sit downstairs with the dog and keep the dog company, and like maybe watch football on the telly. It's really good if I travel and visit my family, or if I go up to the north to visit my girlfriend as well. Sometimes I can take it there. You know, it's just one of those things that's like, it generally is quite handy to have, for me at least. Of course, you do need to have, I'd recommend an Ethernet cable into the back of your PlayStation. So the PlayStation's obviously got the best connection. And then wherever you're playing from, you need a good Wi-Fi. I mean, it depends on your situation, you know. If you've got like a wife and kids as well, and, you know, you have to, not have to, but like you sit downstairs or things like that, I can imagine it'd be even more useful. If I was in that situation, I'd find it very useful, but I still get the use from it as a childless man. Vita games tend to be ridiculous and difficulty-wise, and at least all the JRPGs. Yeah, when I was looking at... Because the other problem with picking up a PS Vita was I looked at all of the games, and then we literally just like all JRPGs that were like £100, and I was like... I like JRPGs, but not that much. So I was like, is it even worth me getting? Because there's probably like 4 games that I generally play. You have a Vita, it's good, but kind of how you feel about the Portal. Kind of want one, but yeah. Maybe we all take the jump together. I'll buy a Vita, you guys buy a Portal. We can share stories. They shouldn't have done that for Legacies. Yeah, it was really annoying. Hogwarts Legacy was so unforgettable. I can't tell you what happened. I generally can't. The only thing that sticks out, which I've said before and many other YouTubers have said, is this Sebastian storyline with his sister. That's the only memorable thing I've got. Besides fighting a goblin at the end, I think. No idea. Absolutely no idea. You can't even use your Portal. Your internet's trash. Oh, zero, man. You got to upgrade that internet if you can, where possible, and make the most of it. You got terrible internet, brawler, so it's not worth it. Yeah, that's the big disclaimer, right? Like, you need good internet. I'm hoping, though, that the PS Portal performed so well, that Sony work on a PSP, like PS Portable, and I've heard rumours that it will be coming out in the next few years, and that would be lit if they did release another PSP, because that's kind of what I want the Portal to be, and it's not quite there yet. So yeah, if that happens, that'd be sick. Demon Gaze is worth it, but it also has a remake on the PS4. I've never heard of Demon Games. I'll have to check it out. You can jailbreak the Vita. Yeah, some people in my Discord were talking about that, and it sounds like it's pretty safe to do as well, which is interesting. Forgettable, it's boring. Yeah. Hogwarts Legacy story, boring. Let's move on, shall we? To make the Portal worthwhile, looks like you would need PS Premium. What, to stream like directly with that streaming functionality? Um, I've not used the PS Premium feature, if I'm being completely honest. I always have my PlayStation in rest mode and play it like that, and it worked. I got a lot of use out of it before having Premium. Anyway, Horizon Forbidden West and Zero Dawn as well. I played a bit of Zero Dawn. It's just not a game for me, unfortunately. I hope you enjoyed these, though, but it's just not my kind of game. Um, And we've got Infamous First Light and Second Son, awesome. I'm gonna start Infamous and Infamous 2 at some point as well. Don't necessarily think I'll stream them, but they're on my list to of games to do as well, which I'm really excited to do. We've got Injustice 2. Oh, look at that, 0.10%. I wonder what DLC trophy is keeping you from 100 abs. Can you share what two trophies are blocking you from that? They must be super difficult. I know that Vault, one of the mods on the channel, was doing Injustice 2, I'm pretty sure, and he's struggling with it, or was struggling with it. I think it was like a Catwoman trophy that you needed to get, and it was like really like hard to get. DLC was like £8 for one trophy. Oh, okay, yeah, fuck that. Fuck having to pay for it. That sucks. I mean, obviously pay for DLC, but one trophy is a bit crazy. Intruders Hide and Seek. Not quite sure what that one is. I think I've seen that one actually. That skull reminds me of something. Cat calls at you 100 hours to get Injustice 2. Yeah, I think Vault has spent a very long time on trying to get it, which is an absolute crazy thing for one trophy. Intruders is like a stealth like horror game. Oh, okay. Let me investigate that one a little bit more. We got Jack Holmes, Master of the Puppets. Is that? No idea what that one is. I'm assuming it's another horror game. It looks like Goosebumps as well. We got Jack and Jill DX on the Vita and PS4 as well, which are super chill games. We've got Just Cause 4. Damn, 0.30%. That's a really interesting one. I couldn't get into the Just Cause games, but I can appreciate like the sandbox elements are like really, really cool. But yeah, cool one to have on the list. We've got a double stack of LA Noire as well, and I always find it so impressive when people have the LA Noire Platinum, so I'm taking off the hat for you, Abs, because I know what goes into it. Like, some people say it's not a hard Platinum, but I don't know. It seems like it's quite long to do. I'm just wondering what the one trophy for LA Noire you don't have on PS4. I'm assuming it's DLC related, but obviously DLC related, but like what part of the DLC? I didn't even know DLC existed for it. Intruders is always 90% off, is it? Ah, okay. I'll have to add it to my list and wait for the sale. One DLC trophy on LA Noire is bugged or glitched. Oh, that sucks so much. That's like me with Modern Warfare 2019. It was just like a glitched DLC trophy. Even though I did it, I just never popped it. We've got Lake up next as well. 7% is crazy. I've not told this story for a while, but I played the PS4 version, but you can only stream the PS4 version through like the server blades on PS Plus, and the game looked like a potato, and I was like, oh, it's just because it's on. I'm streaming it via the server. Like, it'll be fine when I download the native PS5 version and play it. I play the PS5 version, and the game still looks like a potato. I know that you like simulator games, Ab, so you probably actually really enjoyed the post simulator that it is. But for me, I played them back to back to get the platinums as well, and I just really hated my time with it. I think I did them both in like 3 hours as well, so it was an awful experience for me. I can imagine if I wasn't going for the platinum and chilled out to it, maybe I would have enjoyed it. And we've got Late Shifter as well, which is a very cool concept for a game, I find, at least, as well. So cool to see the platinum there. And you've got Lawn Mowing Simulator. Awesome. That's a 0.10% as well. Awesome. I can imagine that takes a fucking long time to do. So congrats on that one. We've got Lego Batman 3, Lego DC Supervillains, the Harry Potter collections, both of them, because they're probably split. Jurassic World, Marvel Superheroes 1 and 2, the Lego Movie The Video Game, Star Wars The Force Awakens, I'm going to guess that one is, Lego The Hobbit, and The Incredibles. Wow, that is a lot of Lego games, and a very cool variation of Lego games as well. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 is the rarest one on that list. Awesome. It's awesome to see the Lego Incredibles as well, one that you don't see too often as well. I actually do need to get a Lego Platinum. I've got the Marvel Superheroes one, like I brought it, but I just never never played it. I just bought it because it was on a really good sale and never touched it. I was thinking, if anything, I'd go back and do the Lego Star Wars, like the Sky. Is it the Skywalker collection of like all of them? But like that's so grindy to do. I don't know if that's like a good one to do or not. Lawnmower and Sim is not that easy. What's difficult? Like, what's the difficult thing that you need to do? We've got Life is Strange 1, 2, Before the Storm, and True Colors as well. I need to clean up Life is Strange, the first one. I'm purely just going to do it for the platinum. Maybe I will like the story, but True Colors really put me off of the story. I thought it was quite laughable. Like, especially like the character that dies, I just thought it was like kind of comical. It felt like this, like the story, like the people that wrote the story was like, I don't know, it was a bad story. I thought like the gameplay and game was fine, but the story was like just whack. Um, would I stream a Lego game? I'd be down to try it 100%. I'd be down to stream a Lego game. It's one of those things where I know what games work really well on the channel, like shooter games like Call of Duty, you know, horror games like Resident Evil, things like that. They work really well on the channel because they're quite interactive and stuff. When I start playing RPGs and things like that, it's when it gets slightly boring. I find, at least anyway. But I'd be down to try a Lego game and see how the streams are received 100%. And if if people are vibing with it, then 100% I would continue. So yeah, definitely something on the future to look out for. Of course, make sure you turn the notifications on. I am streaming tomorrow and Friday as well. We've got Call of Duty Classic happening tomorrow, and we've also got the platinum for Dragon Ball Ultimate Tenkaichi on Friday, and then we'll be moving on to Raging Blast 1 as well. You do love Lego Platinum, always such a good time apart from the ridiculous grind for Skywalker Saga. Yeah, maybe Skywalker Saga isn't the best one for me to clean up. Maybe I should do another one that may be slightly easier and user-friendly. You're done with Lego games for now? Yeah, you can take a break, Abs. That's quite a lot of Lego games. We've got Mafia 2, not once but twice. You see what I like that. Congrats on getting Mafia 2, because I'm pretty sure, at least on PS4, I don't know about PS3, but that game is bugged, is it not? This is the Mafia game that is bugged to heck. So if it is, congratulations on getting it. Are you going to be going for the others? 1, 3, probably the new one whenever that one comes out. But Mafia, WWW. Mafia 1's a real challenge as well. Yeah, I heard something about racing cars on the hardest difficulty, and Mafia 1's hard. I'd like to clean Mafia 1 up. Oh, is it free, the one that's bugged? Oh, okay. It's crazy that Mafia 3 is bugged to heck. I remember playing it and I was just like, I think I played the first one, like the remaster one, or the good one on PS4 or 5. I played that, and I think I played 3. And I was like, this is so bad in comparison. I was like, what's going on? So I played like the intro and then just put it down. We've got Maneater up next, and another fantastic game. Like GTA for Sharks is the best way to describe it. We've got Maquette up next as well. I hated this game. It's a super low percentage. It's a puzzle game, but you also need to do speed runs. I really didn't vibe with it, if I'm being honest. It's like, cook me for this, but it's just like unnecessarily difficult. There's two things that you shouldn't put together: speed runs and puzzle games. They just don't work. And that game has it, which is annoying. But thankfully you can cheese it by like clipping out of the map. No idea if it's still possible. Marvel Rivals, awesome. Got this in January, 0.20%. Awesome that it's still so low. Really cool to see that one. Congrats on the Marvel Rivals. I was lucky enough to get a code for the closed beta and had a lot of fun with it. But I just don't have capacity to play a multiplayer game at the moment. But yeah, good stuff on that one. Hope you enjoyed it. Are you still playing Marvel Rivals even now? I imagine you probably would be. We've got Marvel Spider-Man 1, 2, and also Miles Morales. No remaster though. A lot of people pop that easy trophy for the remaster. Is that in your plans to do or not? For me personally, obviously the first Spider-Man game, probably the best, but I'd say Miles Morales is also sits up there for me. I wasn't the biggest fan of 2. It just didn't really do enough, to be honest. It was cool, but I feel like the hype sort of over, like the hype was way too much for the game, and then it just like, I don't know, almost disappointed because the hype was so much. But I guess that's the fans' fault and my fault as well for doing that. Now this is amazing. We've got Mass Effect 1, 2, 3, and also Andromeda. But the key thing here is that we've actually got it on the PlayStation 3 and 4 as well, which is awesome. My first Mass Effect game was Mass Effect 3, funnily enough, which probably isn't the best one to start the franchise with. But that was the first one I played, thoroughly enjoyed it, and especially on PlayStation 3, I really, really enjoyed the multiplayer, like, survival game, I think it was. I love that so much, it was so cool. Yeah, I would do anything to play that kind of style game mode again because it was so cool. Like game modes like that are just stuck in a time period where you don't really get them nowadays. But Mass Effect Andromeda as well is super rare, 0.70% as well. Play 1 and 2. So I actually have the what's the collection that you get of all three games on PS4? I've got that collection, and I did start Mafia 1. Mass Effect 1. They sound exactly the same, by the way. I've started Mass Effect 1, but I just got stuck. I got stuck somewhere. I don't know where I am. Like, I'm just stuck. And I'm like, I got stuck because I didn't know where to go. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to put this game down because I don't know what to do nor where I am. And then I went back to it, and I was literally just like hands on hips looking at the game. I'm like, yeah, I'm still stuck. I don't even know where I am, and I don't know the buttons now either. So maybe I'll just reset and go again for that one. Could be interesting to stream, but I feel like, again, it's, I don't know how well it would work as a stream. I'd love to give Mass Effect a try. Still got it sat on the backlog of games for this year. It is probably one of the best trilogies. I don't know if this is controversial or not, but would you say start with Mass Effect 2 or 3? I know people don't really like the story of 3, but obviously they're better games because the mechanics have improved. Like, you can tell that Mass Effect 1 is obviously an older game, despite having the touch-up for PS4. I don't know. Obviously it makes sense for the story purposes, but I don't know, it is a bit of a bit awkward at times, I find. Start with 1 full score. Yeah, okay, start. Yeah, I'm getting cooked for that one, rightfully so. Not me saying start with 3 and work backwards. All right, let's do 3, 2, 1. Actually, no, start with Andromeda, chat. That's the way to go. Welcome in, Kat. Good evening. How are you doing? Start with 1 if you don't like the combat. Start with 2. This is what I'm saying, Castromo. Thank you. One is just a little bit weird. Like, it's an acquired taste. I think that from playing 3, I enjoyed that one much more, and I assume 2 is probably the best out of them all. Yeah, I know they're all connected, but I know. Like, does it really matter? We know what happens at the end of 3. Obviously, if you've not played it, I'm not going to spoil it. But I feel like a lot of people know what happens at the end of 3, so it wouldn't actually bother me just not having a continued story. Anywho, moving on from that. Hopefully the new, is it Mass Effect 4 that's coming out or being made? Hopefully that's cool. We've got Medieval Resurrection. I've never played a Medieval game. Maybe I will give it a try, but it's a 5% as well, which is pretty rare. We've got Megamind Ultimate Showdown. We actually got this platinum last week, if people remember, which was actually really fun to do. And I'm actually adding this game to my list. No idea what it is, but Men in Black Alien Crisis sounds pretty cool on the PS3. If you couldn't tell, I'm in a bit of a PS3 kick at the minute. You almost romance Tali. I'm not really too familiar with the characters. The only one that I remember is Ashley, and I heard that she's like just not a good character. So maybe I should not have her in my party. I think I had Ashley in the party, and the what are they called? Is it Krogan? Like the aliens with the kind of big rhinoceros ones. I've got one of those in my squad. Yeah, Ashley's a racist. Yeah. Rex, yeah. I've got Rex and Ashley. I think I am at the start of the game, so I don't think I've got a lot of choice of who to pick from. I'll make sure when the time comes that Ashley I say goodbye to her, because we can't be having that behaviour. Garrus or no one, he's ready to go. Is Gareth Gareth? I can't even say it. Garrus. Is he excuse me here, but is he the alien with like the kind of U-shaped, like odd shaped head is the only way to describe it. He's another alien, right? If that's the one I'm thinking of. Like kind of slim, like skinny and tall. Anywho, yes, okay, cool. I've got the knowledge. I love how my random ass description, somebody in chat knows what I'm on about. You understand the waffle. If you are just joining though, every single Wednesday I do review my subscribers' platinum trophy list, so make sure you are joining the Discord to be featured in a future episode. And of course, subscribe and turn notifications on if you want to see more live streams as well. He's got the Power Scout from DBZ. Oh, I've got to put him in the squad when I play, don't I? Metal Hellsinger. Awesome little game, this one, like rhythm sync, kind of like in a Doom-like world. Really cool, low percentage, super easy platinum to get as well if you use the assisted mode. I've got Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. I need to clean this platinum up and then start the second game. I think this is the first one. It's just really awkward going back into a game to go and get trophies. But I really enjoyed my time with that one, from the main story at least. The platinum cleanup is just a bit iffy in my opinion. You love Krogans, Rex is the OG, and Grunt is just as crazy. Who's Grunt? I've not heard of that one. We've got Minecraft story mode as well. Awesome, on PS3. That's at 1%. It would be great in 4 if you can pick a race to play as. That would be, instead of having Shepherd, like just pick whatever you want. That'd be pretty cool. We've got Moving Out as well, which I think is another chilled out game potentially, or is it difficult? Look at that, 0.50%. That must be quite a tough one. What was a guide save for it? Is it hard? 3 out of 10. Oh, it's a co-op. Oh, co-op or solo. Oh, okay, maybe that's why it's so low, because co-op makes it easier. But wow, that's a super low ultra rare platinum for people to hop onto. I got Murdered Soul Suspect as well. Never played it. I know it got like trashed a lot. Cat really loved the story of it. Oh, nice. Grunt is Shepard's adopted child. Oh, really? What a fantastic game. It always gets slander, but we need to put some respect on my friend Peppa Pig. I'm yet to play the other game, like the holiday one or something like that. But I think it's a good game personally. And also thank you for subscribing to the channel, the Raza 1991. I can see you in the live chat as well. Don't know how delayed that sub is, but really appreciate the subscription as well. See, whenever whenever Peppa Pig is mentioned, Bomb Chop, his ears must just prick up and just put hate in the chat towards it. I love it. And I also love My Little Pony. That was also a very, very W game. If you're looking for easy platinums chat and you don't mind the embarrassing element to it, blame it on your kids. And even if you don't have kids, blame it on the kids. That's what my kids did back there, right? They got the platinums for these. We got My Name is Mayo as well. A bit of a staple when it comes to trophy hunting. We've got NCIS as well. That of course that has a game. What series of movie didn't have a game on PS3? That's awesome. Nexamon as well. Yeah, I know a lot of people love this. Super low percentage as well. 33 with no kids and Peppa Pig platinum. See, do you know what, Abs? The kids did it. Even though there's no kids, the kids still did it. We got Nebula up next as well. Old Man's Journey as well. That one sounds pretty cool. That sounds very chill, actually. We got Olympic 2024. Oh, they made a 2024 Olympic game. Let's fucking go. 13 minutes and 26%. Bit of a sleeper game there, chat. Seems like it's pretty easy to do and a low watt percentage as well. Next one is closest to Pokemon you'd get. Oh my goodness, could you imagine if Pokemon, it never would, but could you imagine if Pokemon came to PlayStation, how mad that would be? And if you are just tuning into stream as well, please consider dropping a like in 3, 2, 1. We're trying to pump this puppy up to 20 likes. Can we do that? I've got a One Night Stand up next as well. Quite an interesting game. Never played it. But yeah, I guess if I want to simulate a one-night stand, I would play that. I think it's obviously a lot deeper than that, isn't it? It's like a text message game or something like that, to do with like the feelings afterwards, which is kind of interesting, to be fair. We've got Paku. It looks like Pac-Man, to be honest. Again, pretty quick one there. Plague Inc. Evolved, 1.10% there, fair play. I used to play this all the time on my phone. Absolutely goated mobile game. It probably went triple platinum. Yeah, I've seen it on PlayStation and been kind of tempted to pick it up and just play it for nostalgia, but it's really awesome seeing that platinum. I think that may be the first or second time we've seen it when reviewing lists. Police Simulator The Patrol. I can't believe how rare this one is, because it seems pretty doable. This is on my backlog of things to do. I remember watching Platinum Bro play it, and I was like, do you know what? He sold me the game. It did look bad in places and a bit grindy, but overall as an experience, it didn't look too bad. And as well, Super rare. You played COVID Inc. You played Plague Inc. during COVID. How fitting. Out of interest, did you make a COVID variant or not? Oh look, the notorious Power Wash sim as well. I know you're into simulators, so it's good to see that as well, and all of the DLC. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, oof, under 10% as well. Awesome. RoboCop Rogue City as well. I think this is a good game. However, I think it's maybe about 5 hours too long, I would say. Just needs to be shortened down just a smidge. And I would say then it would be perfect. But in terms of platinum and gameplay, it's actually really good. And if you've not tried it out, you could probably get it for pretty cheap as well. Rocket League as well, really fun game. Used to play this myself back in the day with all of my friends. So I got the platinum naturally. Saints Row 4 re-elected, Gat Out of Hell the third. So we've got the PS3 versions and also PS4. Awesome stuff. I'm working through the third on PS4 at the minute, just very slowly and casually. But it's okay, to be fair. It's obviously not the best, but it's an interesting game to experience. And luckily for me, I've actually got the online achievements for the PS3 version, so if I really wanted to, I could go and clean that one up, but I just don't think I would want to. I probably should have cleaned the PS3 one up instead of buying the remaster, but hey-ho. It's interesting. Oh wait, 81 trophies, so that's including DLC, and I'm assuming the main game just includes the DLC as... Oh wait, no, ignore me, the DLC is separate. Silly me. Secura Succubus up next as well. I probably enjoy this game. I think it's probably been recommended a few times to me, hasn't it? We've got Saw as well. Awesome. A game that's definitely on my radar to pick up at some point, just because I think it's an interesting one to own. And it's under... Oh, excuse me. It's under 10% as well, which is cool. We've got Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection as well, 4.40%, nice. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, 90.90%. Is this the one that... I don't know if Flashy's still in the chat, but is this the one you recently did? Like the hard mode on this, is it like permadeath for the chapter or something? Like if you die, you have to get all of the collectibles again for that area? If it is, then fairs. I mean, even so, I know there's multiplayer stuff, so good stuff on getting that. Sherlock Holmes, Crime and Punishment. Again, I brought a free pack. Oh, you've got the Devil's Daughter as well. I brought a free pack of the Sherlock Holmes games. They were like down from £70 or £80. Definitely not worth that, surely. But I brought it for like £7. It was like an unreal deal on the store, and I've still not played it yet. I don't know which one to start with. I think I'm probably going to start with the newest one because it'll be better, right? We've got Sister as well, which is seems to be a quick platinum there. We've got Sleeping Dogs, and on that's on PS3 as well, which is awesome. 2.50%, fantastic game, Sleeping Dogs. I did sleep on it. I didn't play it until the PS4 sort of remaster, and even then I played it super late. One of my friends in school was talking about this, like at the time, this and Max Payne. He was always banging on about. I probably should have listened to him because I've never played Max Payne 3 either. And Sleeping Dogs was good, so I'm sure Max Payne 3 is awesome as well. We've got Slick Slack up next. This seems like a Tetris kind of guy. Bro had good taste. Yeah, he's always been like a Rockstar fan. Like he's mained like GTA like just constantly, and obviously those ones as well. We've got Slide as well. 19 seconds you slid into that platinum. You got South Park Snow Day, The Fractured Butthole, and The Stick of Truth as well. Absolutely goated games. South Park Snow Day is obviously the worst, like one of the trilogy of games, just because it's such an outlier. But I wouldn't say it's like a bad game, sort of like bad. I know I had a few hiccups on the 24-hour live stream when playing it, but I feel like if I wasn't doing a challenge and just casually playing it and not trying to speedrun it, it'd be fine. Welcome in, D. How's it going? Nice to see you in. It's been a moment. Hope you're doing well. Same, you slept on Sleeping Dogs, went back and it was amazing. Yeah. The only thing I say about Sleeping Dogs was the platinum was a little bit grindy, kind of like towards the end of it. That's the only kind of critique. But again, the game itself, fine, like amazing. And again, platinums, we shouldn't really rate a game based on platinums. I know we do though. And as well, Poindexter, how's it going, broski? Max Payne 3 is a peak shooter. I really would love them to remaster them and put a collection on like next gen with like trophy support, because I know Max Payne 3 is unobtainable now, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. You're doing well. Awesome. This trophy list is really good so far. Got quite a lot of different games as well, which I'm really liking seeing. So yeah, really good list so far. Your only critique with Sleeping Dogs was playing it on PS5. What was it like buggy? Is it one of the games that like can bug out on PS5? We've got Spider-Man Edge of Time. I'm intrigued for this one. What does the guide say? Is this a really grindy one? Oh, it's only 20 hours. Okay. Interesting. I know that the older Spider-Man games, especially like the amazing, the Amazing Spider-Man, like 1 and 2, the collectibles in that are crazy, aren't they? Like there's like 700 collectibles or something like that, which looks like a nightmare. I don't know if the Edge of Time is as bad, but not too familiar with that one. We got Spyro the Dragon 1 and 2, so just missing 3 there, but awesome to see. Oh, is Edge of Time the really expensive one? Oh, I see. Oh, it's the game that gives you the warning and boot up. Yeah, I think I may have had like, I don't think I had many issues. Maybe I had like one crash with Sleeping Dogs, I think, but it was mostly fine on my PS5. To me, anyway. I don't know. It's a lot of things. We've got Star Wars Episode 1 Racer as well. Nice. We've got the Fallen Order and also Jedi, and then the Force Unleashed on PS3. I'm going to go back to the Force Unleashed 1 and 2 and try and get those platinums as well. They're like in the further backlog as well. But good job on getting these two here. For me, I liked Fallen Order. Now that Survivor's on PlayStation Plus, I was playing it for an EA trial. I may pick that one back up, but I just kind of dropped it because I was like, oh yeah, it's good, but it's not like moving me. It's just in terms of the platinums, it's so grindy. You know, I don't like games where you have to unlock certain things to then backtrack and then like unlock a door or things like that. Like the map system in the Jedi games is definitely sucky, and I can see the chat agrees as well. So yes, thank you for feeding my delusions. We've got Stray as well. Would you say this is the best cat game you've played, Abs? Would you say? 2% as well? Super duper rare as well. Awesome game. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League as well, 0.60. Nice. Did this one last year as well. You've got Supermarket Shopping Simulator. I had no idea this existed, and this isn't VR, is it? That's interesting. 2 hours and 2%. That's pretty rare. But if you're looking for a simulator game, that one could be it, to be fair. Tacoma, I didn't really vibe with this game. I didn't like it. It's an easy platinum. People put it on lists as like an easy platinum you can get, but I just didn't vibe with it. And we'll probably say avoid it just because of how common it is. We got Tales from the Borderland as well. Only Borderland game I've played, and I actually enjoyed it. It's quite fun. Terminator Salvation. I did this one all the way back in like March or May last year, I think. I wasn't expecting it to be over the shoulder, but it was a PS3 game, so of course that was just like the time period. I need to play the new one that's on PS5 actually. I'm just waiting for a really good sale for the physical copy. We've got The Artful Escape as well. This is up there with like one of my favorite indie games. This game is so awesome, and especially on the PS5, it looks fantastic with all of the colors. Very similar to the game Hue that I mentioned at the start of the stream that doesn't have a platinum. That game like visually looks really good as well. We've got The Bunker up next as well. Nice, sitting at 34%, and The Council. The council have decided that you need to subscribe. 3% there. 2 months to do. I have no idea what the council is, but as I said, the council said like and subscribe. So make sure you do that. We've got the Dark Pictures Anthology as well. Man of Medan. 0.50%. These games always seem to be like super rare to get, and they seem like a chilled out experience as well. The Gardens Between as well, fantastic. I'm not the biggest fan of puzzle games, but this is a really good one that wasn't like too difficult. I really enjoyed it. If you've not played it, it's a very straightforward platinum. You can get it in a couple of hours probably, maybe longer actually. But there are guides available. Really good game. I'd recommend this one as well. I again, it's an outlier for me, but when I've been blessed with like the indie, if it is considered an indie, like the title I've played, because it's been awesome. We got The Last of Us Part 1, Part 2, and then Part 2 remastered as well, and also Last of Us remastered. So like technically, obviously the PS3 one's probably the most difficult, right? Maybe. Or the PS4 one is the exact same difficulty. But yeah, fair play on getting like the hard stuff as well, or the hard one, I should say. Giggity. But yeah, good stuff on that. I still need to play The Last of Us Part 2. I'm just waiting out for it to go free on PlayStation Plus like Part 1 did, because it will happen eventually. It's inevitable. And now that I've said it again, it will happen soon. I reckon, prediction, The Last of Us Part 2 will go free either before the new season starts, which should be soon, shouldn't it? Or when it finishes to continue the hype. I guarantee, right? Next state of play or whatever it is, when it's going to be like so boring and so shit, they're going to say new games coming to PlayStation, da 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 da, and it'll say The Last of Us Part 2, right? And then they may tease a new Last of Us game after the, like, let's say like when season 2 finishes running on TV, they'll then have a state of play, and in that state of play they'll give us Part 2 for free, and then they'll tease us with a new Last of Us game. That's what's going to happen, chat. Mark my words. Come back to this stream Wednesday the 26th of February 2025. I've seen the future. You really dislike the show. Last of Us is your favorite franchise. I actually really like the I really like the show. What don't you like about it? I thought it was quite cool. Like, I played the game when it first came out on PS3, and then I started the remaster on PS4, then thought, no, it basically feels like the PS3 game. I'm not going to bother. I've already played this, like, I don't know, a year ago, however long. And then I played part 1, like the PS5 remake, and loved it. But in between playing that remake, I watched the show, and I was like, oh, like, obviously I've forgotten quite a lot of it. And yeah, and like I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. I think obviously Pedro's a great actor, and the girl that plays Ellie, I think, is really good as well. Last of Us 2 remastered, reborn, and regurgitated. That sounds like that would be a Cards Against Humanity card answer, Bombshell. Reborn and regurgitated, at least. I'd love to do all of The Last of Us from Last of Us Remastered on PS4, but you don't know if you can do Grounded. Yeah, I know. Grounded is Grounded as difficult on part 1 as it is on Remastered? Because I did Grounded, didn't I? Grounded is like the hardest mode. That's what I did on part 1, and I didn't even get a trophy for it. Just for the flex. No chemistry, feels miscast. I mean, what, between Joel and Ellie? I mean, I can kind of see it, but I don't know. Like, at the same time, it's like, I don't know, they're not meant to get on as such. I can't even remember where the show got to. Did the show get to the hospital? They did, didn't it? Yeah, I guess they probably would have been a bit more friend-like between the, I don't know. I'd need to rewatch the show. Like, I can see what you mean, but I still feel like his acting performances, they were quite good. Anywho, we've got the Order 1886 up next. 6%, again, fantastic game. You can do it in quite a short amount of time as well. We've got the Pathless as well, a game that I'm not too familiar with, but is pretty rare. We've got the Procession to Cavalry. I'm assuming that maybe a historic kind of game, not 100% sure. We've got the Quarry as well, awesome, 0.80%, nice. I've not played this one myself. It's very similar to Until Dawn. I just didn't really vibe with that, to be honest. They both should have been lesser known actors, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I mean that could have been a vibe for lesser known actors to make a name for themselves. I was going to say, the girl, I don't know who she is. I don't know if she's a lesser known actor. Obviously, Pedro Pascal is obviously pretty big, but I feel like when he booked that show, he was almost like on the come up a bit more, because he's obviously been around for such a long time, but he was never like this level of popular as he is now. And I feel like that show really like boosted him up a little more alongside the other stuff he was in that year. She was the girl in Game of Thrones. Yeah, but what girl? She wasn't Arya, was she? Like the main girl? Like she may have been in it, but I can't remember her. I've kind of just wiped Game of Thrones out of my memory because of the season finale was just so, or just the season 8 was so whack. I was gonna say, let's see how she does. Let's see if she pulls Ellie off. I feel like she might. I feel like she might pull it out of the onion bag. I've got a little bit of faith in her. I feel like people are judging, saying, "Oh, she can't do Ellie from part 2," but just give her a shot. Believe. We got The Sims 4 up next as well. Awesome, a platinum I've got. Took me some time to do. I was using cloud saves as well from people that grinded to help me along the way though. You'll stick to the games, yeah. Fair. To be honest, I think if you play the Last of Us games right, I feel like you're going to have a much better experience than the TV shows. I think the TV shows are there to get, you know, mums and dads that sit downstairs on the telly and, you know, watch TV more than gamers do. Not saying that gamers don't watch TV, but I feel like it's more, people that have no idea what The Last of Us, what it is, they'll go, oh, this looks like a cool show. It's only when you've got something to compare it to, because we're comparing the games. So yeah, it's an interesting one to take, because like everyone that I've spoken to that haven't played the game or didn't know it was a game, have like really enjoyed it. It's the same with like the Fallout TV show as well. Like people are like, oh, that's a game. Like, oh, that's really good. She kills the giant. I honestly can't. I should probably watch Game of Thrones again, rewatch it, because it's been quite a while. I need to watch like the House of Dragons as well. Did Sims 4 legit? Didn't know it could be cheesed. Yeah, so you still need to play like a good majority of Sims 4, but what you can do is like there's like a search bar or something where you can search other people's like uploaded worlds, and you can download them, and it just helps you along the way with getting like some of the stat related trophies and stuff. Um, Kind of typical stuff, but you love your GS for 3 years and it feels like you messed it up. Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that, Flash, man. It's um, it's never good when that happens, but it will take some time to process and whatnot. But just try and focus on yourself, and I guess it's going to be shit, but that's the beauty of life. As bad as it may be, and as bad as it may feel now, that's what makes us human. And yeah, it sucks. Like I've been there like a lot of times, and like it is really fucking shit. But we've got an amazing fucking community behind us to help lift you up. And Flash, you drop something, my king, your crown. So chin up, mate. It'll be all good, dude. It'll be all good. I promise. There will be good times ahead. We've got the Rachel Foster game up next, which I've not played this one actually. It's one of those ones that's on the list that I probably would enjoy, but not had a chance to get to it. We've got the Testament of Sherlock Holmes. I think this is the other. Oh wait, no, this is a PS3 one. Never played this one. Also, chat, I can see you're giving them much loves, but let's give Flash some more love. Let's give him some more loves. If you're a member, get the Drake love heart emojis out. If you're not a member, give me some normal love hearts, please. On the count of 3, I want a I heart Flash. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Drop it. All right. We got The Walking Dead. I've done this as well. PS3, PS4. I've done literally all of. I don't think I've done the final season, but I've done the definitive. So I've done PS3, PS4, A New Frontier. Not the final season as such, but I've done it in the definitive. I'm not going to spoil the final season, but like wow, like I was like, oh, this game can't be like it's okay, it's not going to be good, and then just fucking wow, like it was actually really good. But yeah, W franchise, WW game, The Walking Dead Telltale. I really liked A New Frontier. I know a lot of people don't really fuck with A New Frontier, but I actually really liked it. I thought Javier was quite a cool character, quite an underrated character as well. And The Wolf Among Us as well, another absolute banger that I slept on for far too long. And I hope they're still working on number 2, because it was a very good game. We got Tinykin as well. Not played this one, seems pretty chill, but I should probably try at some point. First season is still one of your favorite games. Yeah, I would say the first season definitely is like ingrained in my skull as like peak gaming, and it still was, to be fair. Trover Saves the Universe. No idea what that is. A 6% though. Is that some kind of like arcade game? Maybe no. It wouldn't be arcade. Maybe like a platform puzzler. Maybe I'm not too sure. We've got a double stack of Unpacking. I love this game. It was super chill. I know it's not for everybody, but it's a really nice game to relax to. We've got Until Dawn as well. Nice. So continuing the theme of like Quarry and the Dark Anthology game as well that you have, which is cool. Are people hyped for the Until Dawn film? I know a lot of people are shitting on it, but I feel like the film low key might actually be good. Low key, I feel like it's the same as the Last of Us conversation, in the sense of if you've played the game, you're going to be fuming at the film or TV show. But I feel like if you just watched Until Dawn as a new horror film that you've seen a trailer for and you don't know anything about the game, I think it will hold up by itself really well. Trover is the game by the Rick and Morty people, like High on Life. Oh really? Oh, interesting. Let me give that a little investigation. All of these tabs, see, I love it. All of these tabs open for me to investigate. We've got Virginia as well, PS4. I've got this. on my list. I've paid for it and downloaded it, but I've just not played it yet. I really need to. We Happy Few, 0.60%, awesome. But no idea what this game is. Doesn't give much away there, so maybe I need to be told what it is. Oh, you think it's VR? Oh no, I don't have a VR. Werewolf the Apocalypse, Earthblood. I considered playing this game. If anybody remembers the channel from the video I did last year, I got a platinum in every genre. For the unique genre, I almost played this werewolf game, and then I didn't. Maybe I should have, because it's a ultra rare 0.90%, but I saw it and I was just like, oh, this gameplay looks a little bit iffy. I don't know about that. So yeah, I just didn't play it and I played something else. Go watch the video if you've not seen it. Very good video. We've got a triple stack now of the Wolfenstein the New Order double stack, and then we've got the Old Blood singular stack there. Good to see. Good to see that there. You can play it without VR. Oh, nice. You turned down a physical copy because you didn't know that. Oh. Werewolf has collectibles that if you miss you have to play over again. Yeah, I think that's the reason why I just didn't bother playing it, because I was like, I want to kind of enjoy the game I'm playing and not have to stress about collectibles as such like that. Is it a good game though? It seemed quite repetitive from everything I watched. We've got Wreckfest as well. First video on the channel, 0.90%, super rare, and it's a pretty easy one to get as long as you've got someone to boost a couple of online trophies with. We've got X-Men Origins Wolverine as well, platinum in August of last year, so probably around the Deadpool and Wolverine hype as well. Looks like a pretty interesting game, to be fair, 3.9% as well. And you got X-Men Destiny as well, which is a bit of a... You did that in 2013, which I've never even heard of, so GG's on that one. And then Yakuza 6, The Song of Life. Nice. All right. Missing one trophy on X-Men, so you went back to it. Oh, really? Awesome. Don't you just love it when you leave one trophy and it's a really simple platinum cleanup? Right, look at the milestone. So 12 years ago, Abs has been playing their account. Assassin's Creed 2, the birth of an assassin. Or should we say, the birth of an epic trophy hunter. 12 years ago was the first trophy. And the first platinum as well was Assassin's Creed 2. The 10th platinum was Megamind. Awesome. The NCIS was a milestone there as well. We got the 20th platinum, the Star Wars Force Unleashed, awesome. Assassin's Creed Unity for the 30th, Rocket League for the 40th. Did they not do 25th? It's just 20th. Oh, it's like 25th when it gets to the hundreds, right? 40th Rocket League, 50th was Until Dawn. 75th, The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. Fastest platinum was Slide. 100th platinum was Nebula. 125th platinum was Mass Effect 2. Awesome. 150th platinum, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Nice. 175th platinum was Donut County. 200th platinum was The Last of Us Part 1. And the 225th platinum was Injustice 2. Awesome. Super big grind there. And then the latest platinum, one day ago actually, was Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. Awesome. Just taking a look at the ultra rare stats then that we can see. Quite a few ultra rare trophies there, and also very rare. So quite, going from the list, it's a pretty good list. There's a lot of difficult games in here, which is awesome. We've got some Tetris, some Injustice trophies there, and also Boggle. There's an ultra rare. And then just in the trophy cabinet, we've got Injustice 2, Dragon Age, Arkham Knight, Cuphead, City Skylines, Mass Effect 2, The Last of Us Part 1, oh no, Part 2, Last of Us Remastered. We've got Hue, again, if you've not played it, check that one out, fantastic game. And also Metal Hellsinger. Trophies are a girl's best friend. Pretty cool name there. And that has been Commander Freckles, aka Abs in the Discord and the live chat. Level 558, 242 platinums, and a completion rate of 71%, with 419 games played and 234 of those completed. Chat, can we get a round of applause for Abs, please? Because that was a very good list. I really enjoyed that. A lot of similarities of games that I enjoy and some that I've platinumed as well. Really, really enjoyed that. And as well, the best thing about this is I've got a whole bunch of games to just research and see from Abs's account, which I love doing. So I'd urge people as well, if you've seen any games on the list, let us know in the Discord, links in the description and the live chat. Let us know if you've seen any games that you've enjoyed today. Right, so just lastly then, just very quickly, we're going to Jimbo's account, who is also James in the live chat. No worries, Abs. Glad to have you in the live stream as well for the review. Really appreciate you taking the time to comment on the games and stuff. A complete W of a trophy list. Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? It was very good. Right, so we're re-reviewing James's list because he said that he's got some more platinums. So beforehand, he had like 100 and something platinums, and the last one we reviewed, it was on episode 7, I think it was. It was 7 months ago at least. The last platinum that we reviewed on the channel was BMX Wild Run. So everything upwards is what he's done since. So we've got the Grinch Christmas Adventures. I really enjoyed this game. I did it as part of a 24-hour charity live stream. If you've not played it, it's a very good platformer game. Like, I really enjoyed it. I think it was my favorite from that stream by far. James has also said that the children games are his children that have played them as well. So we've got Paw Patrol, a double stack of this one. The kids must be trophy hunters doing it twice at a double stack. But good stuff there. We've got Astro's Playroom as well. Nice to see that platinum's been cleaned up. We've got Paw Patrol Grand Prix as well. Or is it Grand Prix? I don't know. Grand Prix. 0.50% as well. Wow, that's a super rare one, which is awesome. Goosebumps Dead of the Night. A little bit. Some people like it, some people don't. Game of Thrones, the Telltale game, nice. We've got Ben 10 Power Trip, 0.50%. I think this is the one that I've been looking at to potentially try. We've got Mr. Misagi as well. I really like this game. It's quite comical. It's obviously a very, like, it takes about an hour to do. It's a very quick and easy game, but it's actually quite jokes. It's like a Tinder simulator, you could almost say, and you go on some very crazy dates that I won't ruin. You got Path of the Builder as well. I'm assuming that's a building game, which is cool. You got Alien Destroyer as well. Seems like a pretty chilled out game there, not too difficult. You've got Crowd City as well. Not too sure what that one is. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. We've got the SpongeBob SquarePants and the Cosmic Shake. That is an absolute W. Nice stuff there, James. You've got Overtop as well with a nice double stack. Not quite sure what that one is. It seems pretty cool though. It seems pretty nice with the cartoon there. And then we've got Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. So this is like quite a grindy one, I would say. 1% as well, so really good. You've got Blaze and the Monster Machines Axle City Racers. Let's fucking go. 1%, 1.8% there. I think that might be another kids game, but it's super duper rare as well. You've got Suicide Guy as well. I played this one. I really fucking hated it. It comes up all the time, or it used to on Twitter as like an ad, and I thought this game is just a fake scam. And then I actually saw it on PlayStation. I was like, it is real. And I just got it out of curiosity, and it was fucking awful. Do not play it. It makes some cool callbacks to like Mario and Portal, but just don't play it. It's a really bad game. And then we've got Plastic Duck Simulator. I've seen this game knocking about. It does look quite cool, actually. It's literally like it's just funny. So some really nice platinums that you've added there, James, as well. What we'll do is, because we're not going through the whole list, we'll just run through your stats as well. So your first trophy was 10 years ago in Minecraft, and your first platinum was Minecraft. Your 10th platinum was Spyro 2. Your 20th platinum was My Time at Portia. Not quite sure what that one is. 30th platinum was Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville, so that's quite a grindy one as well, I think. Hidden Bunny was your 40th platinum. 50th platinum was Dead Island 2, awesome. 75th platinum was Bratz Flaunt Your Fashion, big W there. Not played it, but seems like I might enjoy it. 100th platinum Gigantosaurus Dino Kart. Fair enough, that could be pretty rare. Fastest platinum BMX Wild Run, and then the latest platinum was Duck King for the Placid Plastic Duck game. Over 1,000 games played, 112 completed, 35% completion, level 453, and 120 games in total for the platinum trophies. That's been Jimbo, aka James, and it just says there if you want to add him. He's a trophy hunter as well, I believe. Awesome stuff. Get some W's in the chat for James, and that is going to conclude our stream. What I am going to do though is I want to see who's live on YouTube, because I feel like either YouTube or Twitch, I want to send some people over to go watch a stream. Chat, what do you want to watch? Do you want to watch some Call of Duty, or do you want to watch some Death Stranding? Because I found this really cool content creator. Found this really cool content creator that's that plays like Final Fantasy and is also now doing Death Stranding on Twitch. So what do we want? What do we want? Do we want to go and watch the Merlinated, or do we want to watch Jags? Who do we want to go? One's on Twitch and one's on YouTube. I'll let you decide. Of course, make sure you are joining the Discord as well if you want to be submitted. If you want to be on this list, on this live stream, make sure you are joining the Discord and dropping a like on the stream as well. Of course, it does really, really help me out. All right, I think I'm gonna watch some Merlinated. So if anybody wants to go and watch this lovely gentleman that's also from the UK that's playing some Death Stranded right now, he's going for the 100%. You can go and watch him because he's a pretty chill guy. So I'm gonna head over and watch that myself to just chill out and grind some trophies. But thank you so much, Abs. Thank you so much, James, as well, for submitting your lists, and hopefully more people submit their list as well. So make sure you're joining the Discord, telling a friend to tell a friend, and I'll see you all tomorrow for some Call of Duty Classic. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a safe one. Night.
Bye. Bye. Bye.